It's Wednesday, May 27. There are just 497 days left until the 2008 presidential elections.
It's noon here in New York, 9 a.m. on the West Coast.
I'm Rob.
I'm Will.
This is Political Lunch.
Welcome back to Political Lunch. On Monday, we promised we'd bring you some good political news today, but we have to start with more bad news for Rudy Giuliani.
Last week we told you that Thomas Ravenel, his South Carolina campaign chairman, was indicted on cocaine distribution charges. Well, the campaign decided that the best replacement for him would be his father, Arthur Ravenel.
And the only problem is, it turns out that Arthur is, how do you put this, a bit of a racist.
In January 2000, the elder Ravenel, in a speech to a Confederate flag rally, called the NAACP the National Association of Retarded People. He claims this one was a rhetorical slip of the tongue.
And in 2006, a Charleston newspaper reported that 16 years earlier, when the elder Ravenel was in Congress, he referred to white committee chairmen as operating on, quote, black time, by which he apparently meant fashionably late.
These two unpleasantries turn up with a quick Google search, which is leading people at the Carpetbagger Report to question whether or not a team that can't vet anybody for their campaign should really be trusted with the White House.
When asked to comment on the elder Ravenel's remarks, the Giuliani campaign had, well, no comment.
However, for some good news in South Carolina, let's look at Barack Obama. He's won praise this week for entering enemy territory, widely ignored by the Democratic Party.
That's right. Columnist Lee Bandy reports that Obama drew larger than expected crowds in the upstate towns Greenville and Spartanburg, even though that area has voted Republican in every election since 1976.
Many political observers have already declared South Carolina to be Obama's for the taking, if only because he shows some love to long-neglected Southern Democrats.
But the folks over at ClintonIs44.org might have a thing or two to say about that. This shadowy operation is run by either a team of anonymous Clinton supporters or by the Clinton campaign itself, depending on who you talk to.
Conservative columnist Peggy Noonan described the site in her column today as very Tokyo Rose, encouraging readers to send in confidential tips. Its primary target and obvious obsession is Barack Obama.
Indeed, Hillary is 44 certainly isn't timid, although when you click on the page titled Why Not Obama, the only thing you get is a link to donate to the Clinton campaign.
On to another unofficial campaign site. It's time for the Romney Experience.
Dude.
Well, it's not that cool. It's a Romney supporter named Ryan, whose mission is to help people understand what it means to be a Mormon and to understand Romney's Mormonism.
Well, it's clearly a pro-Romney site, sometimes to a fault, but it is an interesting read, especially if you're curious about what makes Mitt tick.
We'll close today with a look at the polling numbers from the hard-working number crunchers at Real Clear Politics.
In hypothetical head-to-head general election matchups, the edge goes to the Democrats across the board. Clinton, Obama, and Edwards all beat the leading Republicans, according to data collected from 4 different polls.
Interestingly, the widest margin in a hypothetical general contest is Edwards against Romney. Edwards wins with a 22-point spread.
That's it for us today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Friday to play 10 and 3.
Thanks very much. We'll see you next time.